Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while since I've recorded a video. Kind of busy with life and whatnot. I'm working my way through web penetration testing certification for work. And while doing a bit of practice, I've come across this Try Hack Me room. So I figured basically it's a 5-minute hack. So let's get it on film and see where we go. So this is part of a CTF event. Love It First Breach that Try Hack Me did for Valentine's Day. There's a whole bunch of rooms in there. Easy, hard, advanced, beginners. There's a lot. But what I'm going to look at is this one, Try Hack Me. Access hidden item in the Valentine's gift shop. Started the machine already. Usual setup. Here's the blurb on it. My dearest hacker, the Try Hack Me shop is open for business. Can you find a way to purchase the hidden Valen flag item? You can access the web app here. As always, first thing we'll do is run through an nmap scan. So we already know this is a web challenge, but sometimes it's fun just to sort of see what else is around. And it's an easy web challenge, so it's going to be fairly straightforward. We're not going to be looking at a lot of rabbit holes or a lot of kind of hidden things around the place, but let's treat it like everything else though, and we'll do our nmap scan. And while that's trucking along in the background, got Firefox open, got Burp Suite open. I'm using Foxy Proxy to proxy all my traffic through Burp. What I will do is just make some changes to the way Burp will proxy things. So what I don't want it to do is filter out CSS. I don't want it to filter out JavaScript. It can filter out images. It can not grab those. That's fine. So we'll make that change. We will go back to here and we'll grab this, and in Burp we'll make a change in the proxy settings so it's only proxying the things that are in scope. In our target, we're going to go and add that into our scope. Can't do subdomains when you're using IP addresses, but that's fine. So this should just proxy the information that we want. I'm not going to turn intercept on at this point. I'm just going to have like a play around in the site and see what we can see. Quickly back to our scan. So SSH is open and 5000, which is the website that we're looking at. So it's likely Flask or something that's running in there. So we'll jump over to Firefox and we'll drop in and we'll have a look. So got our shop. We've got some links to the things that we can buy. There's a sign up. There's a login. So we'll have a look at those in a minute. See if there's anything like a robots.txt file. No robots.txt file. No sitemap stuff. Back here we could also do a little bit of brute forcing just to see if we can find any sort of information there. So you can see some JPGs, you can see some products, the usual stuff. So let's have a look at the login page. Just chuck some random creds in there and see what happens. So they want an email address, invalid email or password, that's fine. So let's actually sign up for something, create an account. Okay, so we've got our account. What can we see here? Browse the shop. We can see our profile. We've got no credits. We've got an email. Really apologize to roger@roger.com if that's someone's real email address. So we can see some things. We can't buy anything because we've got no credits. Online top-ups are currently disabled. So what else can we do? We can have a look at the page source and sort of see what's there. We can have a look for any comments. We can find some other pages to have a look at. We can see the product pages, see the image files. Nothing particularly fancy or complex going on there. It's a pretty simple site by the looks of things. So let's just jump into Burp and let's just kind of have a look at some of the stuff that we've got. Most of that stuff shouldn't actually be showing, but here we go. So there's our registration. We've got a session token. We've got a tryhackme_JWT as well, which we should be able to see in our cookie manager, really. Let's log in with the password that we actually created. There we go. So now hopefully we can see, yeah. So we've got this JWT. Gonna stop that. I thought I had CyberChef installed already, but apparently I didn't. Just installing a local copy of CyberChef, and let's go and have a play around in there. It's going to open in Chrome for some reason, which is fine. So if we decode our JWT, what can we see? We can see our email, we can see the role that we have, can see our credits, our theme. So I'm wondering then, based on what we can see, there's not much. All we've got is kind of this token. So we've got our JWT. So let's copy that. And let's pop that up the top. And then let's use CyberChef. And let's see what we can do by having a play with that. So if I increase our credits to 10,000, and we'll take that, and we'll come over here, and we will replace our token in there, save that, and then let's refresh this page and have a look, see what we have. We'll have a look at our count. Oh, look at that. We've got 10,000 credits, which means we can actually play around and do some purchasing. But what we can't see is the hidden thing they told us to look for, which is this valid flag item. We already know that we can tamper with the web token. So what else could we do with this web token? Well, inside here it's got a role. So let's change that to admin. And then we'll go and inject that back into our cookie manager. Replace this here. Get rid of that. Save that. Let's refresh the page. And look, we've got admin access. Only the staff can see the Valin flag. We can buy it for 777 credits. So let's buy that. There's our flag. We'll go and pop that in there. And we've got access to the things that we needed to access just by having a play with the JWT. So just a quick kind of 5-minute hack. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.